A beautiful girl was having a medical examination at the hospital when a man nearby began staring at her body. Annie assumed he was a medical intern and paid no attention, but John was deeply captivated by the girl's appearance. However, he wasn't actually a medical intern. He was a pharmaceutical sales representative. Soon Annie discovered his true identity and gave him a thorough beating, but John remained completely unfazed at that moment. He apologized to Annie with deep sincerity and asked her out on a date. Annie didn't believe him and bid farewell with an international gesture. This action only sparked John's interest further. He bribed the hospital's front desk nurse with a bouquet of flowers to obtain Annie's contact information, then eagerly called her right away. When Annie answered the phone, she wasn't surprised but responded casually. He honestly told Annie about his profession and apologized for his previous inappropriate behavior. Annie then agreed to the date. John was overjoyed at receiving her positive response. During their date, as he gazed into Annie's clear, bright eyes, all the sweet words he had prepared instantly vanished. Annie teased him that he wasn't so impressive after all, but her slightly trembling fingers still betrayed her nervousness, which John quickly noticed. This was exactly how Parkinson's patients behave when anxious. Although she tried hard to maintain her composure, when their eyes met, she still uncontrollably fell into a gentle whirlpool. From then on, the two were immersed in the sweetness of love. After confirming their relationship, whenever John had free time, he would bring surprises to find Annie and enjoy warm moments with her. Annie set boundaries for their relationship. They would only talk about romance, not love, because Annie suffered from Parkinson's disease. In her previous relationships, those men had all chosen to leave. So rather than worrying about the future, Annie focused more on the present. John agreed as well. As they spent time together, ripples unconsciously arose in both their hearts. Annie sensed that John had developed genuine feelings, which wasn't what she wanted to see, because her Parkinson's was getting progressively worse. No one would be willing to accept such a burden. So at their next meeting, she chose to end the relationship. But the spark of love isn't so easily extinguished. Annie chose to travel to forget about this relationship. Unexpectedly, John found her, but Annie still chose to leave. John watched Annie's retreating figure, his heart filled with emptiness and reluctance. The old John would have left without hesitation, but now he would wait outside Annie's residence every night. With the first ray of morning sunlight, he would take the same bus that brought Annie back. Annie seemed to sense something and looked back to see John slowly walking toward her, as if the threads of fate had tightly entwined them once again.